So I just recently made a tutorial on how to do a 3x3, but today's is a 2x2. This puzzle is much more easier to learn. If you watch my other tutorial, this is pretty much just a simpler 3x3. Let's get into it. So the method that I'm going to be teaching you today is called Ortega. And Ortega splits it up into just these 3 simple steps. First is making a side, then the top side, and then the rest. Let's go ahead and mix up our cube. Our first step into solving the 2x2 would be making a first face. It doesn't have to be a layer like last time where on a 3x3 you had to make the first layer, but it does not matter on 2x2. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to find any piece with white on them. So I see 2 right here with a bar, which is really good. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this corner up here. I don't like white corners being at the bottom, so I usually take them to the top and then solve the rest. However, in this case, I can take advantage of this corner for doing so. Because I see this corner can go perfectly straight down right into this side, and now I have 3 pieces. And this is now in the top. So now, when this is here, I can either rotate or move it away. But for this instance, I'm going to move it away, then bring this piece up here up, then move this piece attached to this white, and then put it back down. Now we have our side. Another example of getting the side when I have no bars here is you just group as many white pieces as you can. So I see this piece right here. I can group these 2 together. And then I see this piece here, which I can just do a U2 and then put it down. And then our last piece is right here. So I'm going to rotate and then bring it over. Bring this white up, move it over, and put the white back down. Solving your first side on 2x2 is much easier than a 3x3. You should get the hang of it pretty quickly. Our next step is going to be solving the top side, and I believe we have about 7 different cases, so I will show you them. So for this case on OLL, there are 2 different ways to do it. One way you can do it is doing it this way. The other way you can do it is like this. If you have this case for OLL, there's also 2 different ways to do it, and I'll show you both of them. One way you can do it is like this. The other way you can do it is like this. For this case, you'll do this algorithm. For this case, you'll do this algorithm. For this case, you'll do this algorithm. For this case on OLL, you'll do this algorithm. And finally, the last one where you have headlights on the side, you'll do this algorithm for this specific case. In this case that I have the first one that I showed you, so I'm going to do that algorithm. Now finally that we have our top and white side, there are 3 cases for this last algorithm. For this case, the top and bottom sides have 2 bars and the rest are adjacent. The algorithm goes like this. That might look a little weird, but trust me, you'll get it. The case also works for if the bars are different, just as long as they look like this. And you do the same algorithm, should be fine. Another one is this. So the way I like to look at this is traffic lights. And the algorithm goes like this. So this case is where the top has a bar and the bottom has no bars. You can do this from any side. You can do it from here. 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 It really does not matter. The algorithm goes like this. Now, finally, if you have a case where the bar is on the bottom and there's no bar on the top, I do know a way to do it without having to rotate and do the case that I did previously. What you can do is this algorithm. If you have a layer on the bottom and an adjacent swap, then you do the algorithm like this. And finally, if you have a diagonal swap and a layer on the bottom, then you do the algorithm like this. This is what a solve for me would look like before I get into my average of 5. So I see first that I can put this piece down to make 3, and then this piece right here, I can take the corner out, bring it over, and put it back in the side. Now I have my OLL, which I will be doing in a different way. And now I have this case. Pretty simple. I ended up not doing an average of 5, but here are 2 solves. So here I got a 497. I did get a skip for OLL, so that's why a lot of time got taken away. And here I got a 213 because of a really lucky scramble and a good layer. So yeah, that's it.